Hello marvelous gamers, welcome back to our channel. Today we will be diving deep into the world of beat-em-up games as we explore the top 30 beat-em-up games. We have gathered an incredible lineup of games ranging from beloved classics to thrilling modern releases. Are you ready to join us on this action-packed journey? Grab your controllers because we are about to delve into a world filled with punches, kicks and mayhem. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge from 2022. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge was developed by the Montreal-based Tribute Games and is truly a nostalgic nod to the 1987 animated series. This one offers you a classic arcade vibe with modern enhancements and is one of the many reasons why the game was a commercial hit. In this side-scrolling beat-em-up, we as players get to dive into the sewers and streets of New York, battling iconic foes like Bebop and Rocksteady. Now speaking of the plot, it is just your favorite classic turtles with a twist. Our heroes thwart Shredder's plans, from the Statue of Liberty to the depths of Dimension X. The story is light-hearted, filled with cameos and pizza, lots of pizza. Each character from the four turtles to allies like April O'Neil brings unique moves to the table, making every playthrough feel fresh. Whether you are grabbing pizza for health or high-fiving allies in 6-player co-op, the game keeps the action flowing. The addition of Dimension Shellshock further spices things up, introducing new characters and a multiverse to save. Overall, Shredder's Revenge is a radical ride down memory lane packed with action and nostalgia. It's not just any game, it's a love letter to turtle fans, old and new. Kawabunga, indeed. Playing this definitely makes you feel that it was crafted with love. Oh, and also it features the original voice actors and a soundtrack that is a mixtape of retro cool and modern beats. How exciting is that? Sefue from 2022. Moving on to Sefue. Developed by French studio Slowclap, this one is a gritty beat-em-up set in modern-day China, where you play as a martial artist seeking revenge for their father's murder. The unique twist? Each death ages you, enhancing your power but reducing your vitality. This mechanic adds a layer of strategy, pushing you to master the game's intricate back-mei, kung fu-inspired combat system or face permanent defeat. The plot is a classic tale of vengeance, with the protagonist hunting down the assailants responsible for their father's death. Each enemy is unique, from the supernatural botanist to the ruthless CEO, culminating in a moral choice that affects the game's ending. The gameplay is super intense and brutally unforgiving. You will chain over 150 attacks, parry blows, and use the environment to your advantage. Age wisely, as each resurrection brings you closer to your final breath. The game's difficulty and learning curve are steep, but mastery brings immense satisfaction. To sum it up, this game is a beautifully crafted, brutal kung fu journey, which is more than a game. It stands as a lesson in perseverance and the art of kung fu. Get all geared up to age like fine wine and fight with the wisdom of the ages. Streets of Rage 4 from 2020. Streets of Rage 4 is developed by Dotemu, Lizard Cube and Guard Crush Games and punches its way into the modern era while staying true to its 90s roots. This sequel to the iconic Sega series revives the side-scrolling chaos with fresh visuals and mechanics, bringing Axel, Blaze and new faces to the fight against the Y twins. The plot picks up a decade after Mr. X's demise, with our heroes battling a new syndicate. False accusations land them in jail, but they break free, refusing to join the enemy. The journey takes them from city streets to an island showdown, stopping the twins' hypnotic control over the city. Gameplay-wise, well, it is classic beat-em-up, but there are some interesting things you can do. So in the game, up to 4 players can brawl through waves of enemies using special attacks, throws, and the new juggle combo system. And all the characters have unique traits and super moves too. The game also introduces a health recovery mechanic for a strategic edge. Unlockable retro characters and modes like Boss Rush add to the replayability. Overall, Streets of Rage 4 takes you on a knockout nostalgia trip with modern flair. It is a fistful of fun, whether you are a series veteran or new to the brawl. So without a delay, get ready to clean up Wood Oak City. River City Girls 2 from 2022. The River City Girls are back for round 2. In River City Girls 2, the development team has cooked up another action-packed beat-em-up adventure that'll keep your knuckles cracking. With a returning cast of characters like Misako, Kyoko, Kunio, and Riki, along with newcomers like Marion and Provi, the sequel promises even more heart-pounding action. This time, an old enemy resurfaces, seeking revenge, and our heroes are ready to hit the streets once again. The storyline is sure to keep you engaged as you follow the girls on their quest to defeat their foes and save the day. But what's a beat 'em up without epic gameplay? This game simply does not disappoint. Get ready to team up with a friend either locally or online to pound punks into the dirt. The game introduces new combat techniques like guard crush attacks, lift-off combos, and elemental status effects. Plus, you can level up, earn new moves, and shop for items and accessories in over 40 shops. Overall, with its enhanced combat, engaging plot, and fantastic character roster, River City Girls 2 is a knockout sequel that will have you brawling until your enemies cry barf. Castle Crashers 2008. Castle Crashers is a whimsical 2D hack-and-slash adventure that launched on Xbox 360 in 2008 and later expanded to other platforms. Developed by the Behemoth, the game sets players on a quest in a fictional medieval universe where a dark wizard has stolen a mystical crystal and kidnapped princesses. 4 knights are tasked by the king to bring back the crystal, save the princesses, and defeat the wizard. Gameplay here is a delightful mix of chaos and strategy, supporting up to 4 players in cooperative mode. Players choose a knight, each with unique magical abilities, and hack their way through various stages. The game is all about mixing combat with RPG elements, allowing characters to level up, allocate points to attributes, and get their hands on new weapons and animal companions. The remastered version adds even more polish and a new mini-game enhancing the already vibrant experience. Overall, if you are someone who is a fan of the riot of colors, action, and humor, this one might be the perfect choice for you. Castle Crashers is not a game that takes itself too seriously and welcomes players to join in its cartoonish mayhem and enjoy every goofy, glorious moment. Mother Russia Bleeds from 2016. Developed by Lee Cartel Studio and published by Developer Digital, Mother Russia Bleeds is a brutal beat-em-up set in an alternate 1980s Soviet Union. The game is inspired by classics like Streets of Rage and Double Dragon and was released in 2016. It's kind of known widely for its intense violence and dark storyline. So let's take a peek at what it's really about. The plot follows 4 Romani fighters, Sergei, Natasha, Ivan, and Boris, who are kidnapped and forced to become guinea pigs for a new drug called Necro. After breaking free, they go on a blood-soaked adventure for revenge against the mafia and the corrupt government. You can already get how thrilling this might get. The journey is filled with hallucinations and moral dilemmas, leading to a revolution with the fighters as reluctant heroes. The gameplay is a gritty, side-scrolling brawl through various levels where players can use fists, weapons, or the powerful Necro drug to enhance their abilities at a cost. The game supports single-player and local co-op for up to 4 players, offering an arcade campaign, survival, and boss rush modes. To sum it up, this one is not for the faint-hearted, but oh boy, does it offer a super engaging storyline with hints of brutality during the adventure. Midnight Fight Express from 2022. In Midnight Fight Express, you are Babyface, a former criminal drawn back into the fray by a mysterious AI drone to prevent a citywide criminal takeover. Developed with motion-captured animation by Eric Jacobus, this game offers a brutal and hyperkinetic brawling experience against the backdrop of a city's darkest night. The plot is as wild as the action, with Babyface navigating through the city before sunrise, battling bozo bozos, cronies, and crime lords. The gameplay is a blockbuster combat spectacle, allowing players to punch, dodge, counter, and unleash devastating moves. With a sprawling skill tree and over-the-top combos, you will develop your own signature style. The urban environment is your arsenal, with everything from knives and guns to furniture and toilet plungers at your disposal. Customize your character with over 150 pieces of clothing and fight to the beat of an infectious soundtrack by Noise Scree. The game offers endless replayability with customizable missions and challenges, ensuring the fight truly never stops. To wrap it up, Midnight Fight Express is a game best played loud, filled with pop culture references and a narrative that, while it may lose its way, never loses its thrill. Ready to take back the streets? Fight and Rage from 2017. Developed by Seba Games Dev, a one-man team led by Sebastian Garcia, Fight and Rage is another side-scrolling beat-em-up that has garnered acclaim for its homage to classic arcade fighters. Released in 2017, it's often cited as one of the best modern beat-em-ups available on multiple platforms. Set in a world where humans battle mutants, players choose from three distinct characters, Gal, F. Norris, and Ricardo, to confront the evil mutant leader. Each character offers a unique fighting style, from fast-paced combos to brute strength wrestling. Gameplay is a frenetic blend of traditional beat-em-up mechanics and fighting game elements. Players navigate through levels with branching pathways, leading to one of 8 possible endings. The game features a parry system, special attacks, and a variety of modes including training, battle, and survival. Players can even unlock and control enemy characters. All in all, a thrilling and action-packed tribute to the beat-em-ups of the 80s and 90s, offering a challenging and rewarding experience with its deep combat system and retro aesthetic. So get ready for a hefty dose of nostalgia. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game 2010. Next up is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game that is developed by Ubisoft Montreal and Ubisoft Chengdu. It is a vibrant side-scrolling beat-em-up based on Brian Lee O'Malley's graphic novels and the accompanying film. Originally released in 2010 and delisted in 2014, it made a triumphant return in 2021 with a complete edition. The game loosely follows the graphic novel's storyline, where up to 4 players control Scott Pilgrim, Ramona Flowers, Kim Pine, or Stephen Stills, plus unlockable and downloadable characters through 7 levels to defeat Ramona's 7 evil exes. Each character has unique moves that expand with experience, and players can use weapons, heart points, and gut points for special moves or revivals. Defeating enemies earns coins for health or stat boosts, and co-op play allows for shared health, money, and combo attacks. To sum it up, it is a love letter to the comics and the beat-em-up genre, offering both a challenge and a blast from the past. So buckle up and take on the League of Evil Exes. Final Vendetta 2022. Developed as a nod to classic beat-em-ups, Final Vendetta is a 2022 action-packed game set against the backdrop of a crime-ridden London. The notorious Syndicate gang has kidnapped Claire Sparks' sister, prompting Claire and her friends Miller T. Williams and Duke Sancho to embark on a dangerous mission through London streets to rescue her. Claire, a martial arts expert, Duke, a quick-witted bare-knuckle fighter, and Miller, a Canadian ex-pro wrestler known for his excessive force, each bring unique skills and styles to the fight. The gameplay is simply splendid, offering a vast array of moves, including blocking, running, dodging, and juggle combos. Players must master each character's distinct move set to navigate through the gritty city. The game's atmosphere is amplified by a thumping soundtrack featuring tracks from Utah Saints, Featurecast, and Crafty Cuts, perfectly complementing the high-octane action and the UK's vibrant dance music scene. All in all, it's a thrilling throwback with a modern twist, offering a satisfying blend of nostalgia and innovation. It's a must-play for beat-em-up enthusiasts looking to relive the glory days with a fresh, rhythmic punch. Ready to take back the streets and save the day with style?
Don't let the anger take over.
Redeemer Enhanced Edition from 2017. Redeemer Enhanced Edition is a mixture of intense top-down action and a deep melee combat system which allows players to punch, hack and blast their way through enemies using an arsenal of weapons and brutal hand-to-hand combat techniques. The plot follows Vasily, an elite operative turned fugitive, seeking redemption after narrowly escaping transformation into a cyborg soldier by his former employer. Haunted by his past and hunted by the corporation, Vasily's venture for peace is shattered, leading him back to a violent struggle for survival. The gameplay is vicious and varied, offering a unique kill system with stealth, environmental and execution skills. The parry and disarm or dismember systems add strategic depth, allowing players to block attacks and use enemy limbs as weapons. The story-driven single-player mode delves into Vasily's past, while cooperative and arena modes offer additional challenges. You are about to face a blood-pumping experience that grabs the brawler genre by the throat and drags it into the modern era with style and ferocity. Get set to unleash your inner warrior and fight for redemption with this gem of a game. River City Girls 2019. Developed by WayForward and published by Arc System Works, River City Girls is a vibrant spin-off in the Kunio-kun franchise. It flips the script by having Misako and Kyoko, girlfriends of the original protagonists, punch, kick and slam their way through the city to rescue their kidnapped beaux, Kunio and Riki. The plot is a delightful romp with a fierce duo rampaging across River City, confronting anyone who might know about their boyfriend's whereabouts. It's a tale of determination, friendship and high school drama with a beat-em-up twist. Now coming to the gameplay. Players can choose between Misako or Kyoko, each with unique moves and animations, and battle through 6 areas. The game encourages exploration and revisiting areas to complete objectives. Defeated enemies drop money for upgrades and new moves, adding depth to the brawling. The cooperative mode adds to the chaos and fun, allowing 2 players to team up and take on the city's toughest. In short, the game is a fresh, stylish take on the beat-em-up genre with charismatic leads and engaging combat. The wild and high-energy adventure proves that girls really do run the world of River City. Pizza Kid 2023. Pizza Kid is a combat prototype game that offers a stylish sci-fi horror beat-em-up experience drawing inspiration from comics and 90s anime. The game is set in a world where players navigate through dark atmospheric environments, battling various enemies with a unique combat system. Players take on the role of the titular character Pizza Kid as they uncover the secrets of this eerie universe and fight to survive against the horrors that lurk within. The gameplay is characterized by its fast-paced action and fluid mechanics, allowing players to execute a series of punches, kicks and special moves to defeat their foes. The combat system is also designed to be intuitive yet challenging, rewarding players for skillful play and strategic thinking. Overall, Pizza Kid promises an exciting and immersive beat-em-up experience where players can look forward to engaging in intense battles and exploring a richly detailed world while going on an exciting venture. 9 Monkeys of Shaolin 2020. 9 Monkeys of Shaolin is yet another captivating beat-em-up video game that mixes historical authenticity with fantastical elements. Developed by Sobaka Studio and published by Buka Entertainment and Ravenscourt, it hit multiple platforms in October 2020, including Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Linux, Mac OS, and Windows. The game follows the journey of Wei Cheng, a Chinese fisherman turned martial artist seeking revenge against the Wukou bandits who ravaged his village. Along the way, he encounters intriguing characters, some of whom become friends, while others betray him. This epic tale mirrors the kung fu films of the 1970s, immersing players in a world of revenge, death, and redemption. The gameplay is both engaging and strategic, with 5 enemy clans to confront, each led by a distinct character wearing Japanese no-theater masks. Wei Cheng's combat skills evolve through an improvement system where players earn points to enhance techniques and combinations. Cooperative multiplayer mode allows for shared adventures either online or locally. Set in Imperial China during the Ming Dynasty, Nine Monkeys of Shaolin combines historical accuracy with mysticism and fantasy elements, offering a unique gaming experience. This game portrays martial arts with great storytelling and thrilling action. So go for it without a doubt. Never miss the chance to leave your mark on history alongside Wei Cheng. Mayhem Brawler 2021. Mayhem Brawler, an urban fantasy-themed beat-em-up, offers an action-packed experience that will keep you hooked from start to finish. This game takes you on a thrilling venture developed by Hero Concept. With its comic book-inspired hand-drawn backgrounds, frame-by-frame animations, and a pulse-pounding soundtrack, it immerses you into its dynamic world. As you step into the shoes of superpowered law enforcers Dolphin, Star, and Trouble, a routine call escalates into a city-altering adventure. From street gangs to werewolves, street wizards, and even vampire-led megacorps, you will need to use your combos and special abilities to tackle these threats head-on. It offers a cooperative experience where you and your teammates must take on the city's superpowered criminals. The game's choices influence the storyline, leading to 3 different endings. Every corner of the Mayhem Brawler universe has a unique story to tell. All in all, Mayhem Brawler delivers an adrenaline rush with its slick animations and goosebumps-worthy combat. Definitely a must-play for the ones who are ready to unleash their superpowered mayhem and shape the fate of the city. Fight Night 2021. Fight Night is a mix of both first-person dungeon crawler and a high-speed action game. Players are drawn into a world where a mysterious tower appears and disappears, consuming the land and leaving eternal night in its wake. The tower is a beacon for the wise, the brave, and the foolish, all seeking the treasures and mysteries within. However, it is filled with twisted remnants of the people and places it has consumed. Players take on the role of Fight Night, ascending the tower's cursed halls, solving puzzles, and battling the malevolent forces that dwell within, all in the hope of reaching the elusive summit. Gameplay can be described as a blend of high-speed melee and strategic depth. It involves real-time, grid-based melee combat where reflexes and wits are key. Players navigate handcrafted levels, each designed to challenge the game's unique punching capabilities. With robust combat mechanics, players punch, dodge, counter, and block their way through enemies, customizing their style with various weapons, specialities, and items. All in all, the game offers a thrilling, fist-fueled journey through a mesmerizing, puzzle-packed tower, combining retro charm with innovative first-person brawling. So get ready to punch your way to the top. Pulling No Punches 2022. Next up, we have Pulling No Punches. This one is a cheeky 2D beat-em-up game that seamlessly blends classic arcade influences with modern visuals. This satirical gem takes a light-hearted approach to a fictional global pandemic scenario. In this hilarious yet thought-provoking game, a global pandemic has swept the world, but there are fanatics who stubbornly deny its existence. Enter our 4 unlikely heroes, everyday citizens armed with gloves and masks. It's up to them to confront these pandemic deniers head-on, using the power of their fists to restore sanity. Get ready for a wild, satirical adventure that pokes fun at the absurdity of the situation. Gameplay-wise, it offers a riotous local co-op multiplayer experience for up to 4 players. Each character boasts unique unlockables and moves, ensuring an engaging and unpredictable brawl. Punches, kicks, grabs, and headbutts are just some of the tools at your disposal as you take down the pandemic deniers. The game's handmade art, meticulously animated frame by frame, adds a charming touch to the mayhem. Overall, a delightful satirical beat-em-up that doesn't hold back on the humor. It is a hilarious take on a serious topic, offering players a chance to vent their frustrations in a light-hearted manner. Get ready to don your gloves and masks and join the fight against the pandemic deniers one punch at a time. Bud Spencer and Terrence Hill, Slaps and Beans, 2017. Bud Spencer and Terrence Hill, Slaps and Beans is a lovingly crafted side-scrolling beat-em-up game developed by Trinity Team. This nostalgic tribute to the iconic Italian actors Bud Spencer and Terrence Hill started as an unofficial demo in 2015, evolving into an official title through a successful Kickstarter campaign in 2016. It originally hit PC in 2017 and later made its way to PlayStation 4, Xbox One and Nintendo Switch in 2018, capturing the essence of the duo's classic films. In this game, you can step into the shoes of Bud Spencer and Terrence Hill as they go on a comical adventure to thwart the evil plans of Capo. The game's settings draw inspiration from the duo's filmography, spanning from the Wild West to Miami and the tropical island featured in Who Finds a Friend Finds a Treasure. It's a hilarious journey through their iconic movies. Gameplay-wise, this game channels the spirit of classics like Double Dragon and Golden Axe, but with a focus on replicating the choreographed fistfights Bud and Terrence were famous for. You'll need to utilize the specific skills of each character, with Terrence's agility and Bud's strength coming into play to overcome obstacles. Beyond the classic brawls, the game offers a variety of mini-games including dune buggy races and car antics reminiscent of Watch Out We Are Mad, with pixel art graphics straight out of the 90s and a soundtrack featuring iconic tunes from Oliver Onions. The game delivers a dose of nostalgia like no other. To sum it up, Bud Spencer and Terrence Hill, Slaps and Beans is a delightful trip down memory lane while you laugh your way through its hilarious adventures. Skinny and Franco, Fists of Violence, 2023. Skinny and Franco, Fists of Violence is a resurrection of the beloved 90s classics, created by a renowned developer responsible for cult hits like Franco, The Crazy Revenge, and Doman, Sins of Arden. Set 28 years after Franco, The Crazy Revenge, the titular anti-hero Franco returns to Sketchin to help his friend Skinny. This time, Franco won't hold back as he takes on enemies in the brutal streets of Poland. Dive into the story, uncovering the mysteries surrounding Shorty while experiencing a unique blend of humor and bad language. With 8 intense hand-drawn main stages, bonus levels and secret locations, the game offers a visual treat and a gameplay like no other. Over 50 different weapons and special attacks are at your disposal to take down over 80 distinct foes. Mini-games, car driving and shooting segments add variety, while 30,000 frames of hand-drawn animations make the action pop. Play solo or team up in 2-player co-op mode for an even wilder experience. Overall, it is an independent gem with room for improvement. This game deserves a 10 on 10 for beat-em-up enthusiasts. With a promise of patches and updates, it is a fantastic addition to your gaming library. Don't miss the chance to relive the beat-em-up glory days. Double Dragon 4, 2017. Alright, next up is Double Dragon 4, developed and published by Arc System Works. This one breathes new life into the beloved Double Dragon series. While Arc System Works took over the franchise's rights in 2015, key members of the original development team, including the director, character designer and composer, worked on this sequel. The game surprised fans by harkening back to the NES era of Double Dragon, maintaining its classic charm. Set after the events of Double Dragon 2, the Lee brothers Billy and Jimmy aim to spread their martial art Shosetsuken by establishing dojos across the country. However, their plans take an unexpected turn when they face new threats from the Renegades, who've joined forces with the Black Warriors to eliminate the Lee brothers once and for all. Double Dragon 4 is heavily influenced by Double Dragon 2, featuring the return of Jimmy and Billy Lee, along with iconic enemies like Abobo. The game offers a story mode, a 2-player duel mode, and tower battle mode. Unlocking characters, bosses, and hidden characters for various modes is possible through tower mode. Double Dragon 4 successfully captures the essence of the NES era, while the retro graphics and music make it a must-play for fans of the series. While some expected a graphical update, this nostalgic sequel remains true to its roots, delivering an enjoyable experience. Viking Squad 2015. In Viking Squad, you lead a Viking raid party on an eternal quest to plunder treasure for your greedy Jarl. As you embark on your journey, you'll face countless enemies, uncover valuable items, and start to question the unnatural hold your Jarl has over the village. It is a humorous and intriguing adventure that challenges you to expose the secrets lurking in your own backyard. Choose from 4 unique Vikings, each armed with their special weapon and moveset. Level up your characters, equip different gear, and enhance their combat abilities to survive the treacherous voyages. Unlike traditional beat-em-ups, Viking Squad focuses on player skill and precision. Critical hits aren't random, they require precise timing. The lane-based combat system ensures your attacks connect, reducing confusion. Each voyage is a rogue-lite adventure with varying locations and items based on your performance. Work together in local or online co-op to unleash massive attacks and overcome the mischievous Loki. Worshipping various gods unlocks new opportunities and perils as you strive to reopen the gates to Valhalla. Viking Squad redefines the beat-em-up genre with its emphasis on skill, precision, and cooperative play. With its charming hand-drawn art style and engaging gameplay, it's a must-try for fans of Viking adventures and brawlers alike. Unleash your inner Viking and embark on a raid like no other. Paprium 2020. Paprium, the side-scrolling beat-em-up for the Mega Drive, has a long and tumultuous development journey. Studio Watermelon announced the game as Project Y in 2012, igniting excitement among Mega Drive enthusiasts. However, the development took 8 years, characterized by minimal communication with backers and the press. Despite doubts and setbacks, Paprium finally emerged in 2020, offering a glimpse of the cyberpunk-inspired world. The game is set in the fictional supercity of Paprium, built after a devastating nuclear war in the year 8A2, 22,010 in hexadecimal. The game follows 3 characters, Tug, Alex, and Dice, each with their unique strengths. As you progress through various stages, battling enemies and uncovering secrets, you'll face the challenge of addiction to the drug blue, which can grant temporary invulnerability but comes at a cost. Gameplay-wise, it adopts a beat-em-up style reminiscent of classics like Golden Axe and Streets of Rage, delivering an action-packed experience. Players can choose from original and arcade modes, each offering a distinct gameplay style. The game encourages player skill and precision over randomness, with critical hits requiring precise timing. Hexadecimal scoring adds an unusual twist to the game. The game's long and troubled development may have tested the patience of fans, but the game's unique take on beat-em-ups and its cyberpunk-inspired world make it an intriguing addition to the Mega Drive library. If you're a fan of retro gaming and the Mega Drive's golden era, Paprium is worth checking out for its nostalgia and quirky charm. 99 Vidas 2016. Developed by Brazilian studio Cubite Interactive, 99 Vidas is a retro-styled beat-em-up game inspired by 1980s and 1990s classics like Double Dragon and Streets of Rage. Launched between 2016 and 2018 across various platforms, the game was a collaborative effort with a Brazilian gaming podcast of the same name, funded by a successful crowdfunding campaign. Set in a universe brimming with 80s and 90s pop culture, players become guardians of the powerful artifact 99 Vidas. Tasked with protecting this artifact from threatening forces, players embark on a nostalgic journey filled with elemental powers and heroic duties. The game offers 11 unique characters, each with distinct attributes and elemental powers. Players can upgrade abilities and combos as they gain experience, battling through campaign and survival modes alone or with up to 4 players. The game also features a competitive versus mode, pitting players against each other in a classic arcade-style showdown. To give a general overview, the game punches its way into the hearts of retro enthusiasts with its vibrant homage to classic beat-em-ups, blending nostalgic aesthetics with modern gameplay twists. You guys buckle up and get ready to protect the universe, one combo at a time. The Takeover 2016. The Takeover is another side-scrolling beat-em-up that pays homage to 90s classics like Streets of Rage and Final Fight. Developed for fans of the genre, it offers solo or local co-op play across 3 gaming modes: arcade, survival, and challenge. Players can fight through 7 stages with 4 playable characters, each with unique abilities, or switch between them in real time in the unlockable relay mode. The game does not detail a specific plot but embodies the spirit of 90s beat-em-ups, where players traverse various urban environments, battling against waves of enemies to restore peace to the city. The game introduces a new combo system, allowing players to link punches and kicks, juggle enemies, and unleash devastating attacks. Weapons and sidearms add to the arsenal, but with limited ammo, strategy is key. The game is accessible yet challenging, especially in the hardcore hard mode designed for the old school enthusiasts. So what's our final take, you ask? With its high-resolution sprites, detailed backgrounds, and a soundtrack featuring artists like Yuzo Koshiro, the Takeover is a stylish, hard-hitting trip down memory lane, offering fresh yet familiar brawling experience for new and veteran fans alike. Double Dragon Neon 2012. Developed by WayForward Technologies and published by Majesco Entertainment in 2012, Double Dragon Neon is a reboot of the iconic Double Dragon series. The game, which marks the series' transition from Million to Arc System Works, was developed with insights from series creator Yoshihisa Kishimoto, infusing it with a distinctly Western flavor and 80s nostalgia. In the game, players dive into the neon-lit streets as martial artists Billy and Jimmy Lee, battling the Shadow Warriors gang to rescue Marion from the Super Lick Skullmageddon. Their journey takes them from city streets to Skullmageddon's palace, through outer space dojos and eerie graveyards. The game enhances the classic beat-em-up formula with an evade button, powerful gleam attacks, and collectible mixtapes that boost abilities. Players can high-five in co-op mode to share life or trigger gleam. The game features 3D graphics, a vibrant 80s-inspired art style, and a pop-infused soundtrack by Jake Kaufman. So if you are up to some neon-drenched aesthetic and a soundtrack that's as punchy as its gameplay, this one is just made for you. Now gear up to high-five your way to victory. Streets of Red Devil's Dare Deluxe 2018. Streets of Red Devil's Dare Deluxe is a permadeath multiplayer horror beat-em-up that combines the thrill of retro gaming with the terror of zombie apocalypses. Designed for replayability, it offers new content with each run, keeping the experience fresh and engaging. So how does the story go? In a world where the undead roam the streets, players take on the roles of 6 unique characters, each with their own skills. They must fight through hordes of monstrosities, making smart decisions and mastering the combat system to survive the relentless waves of horror. The game's combat is easy to learn but hard to master. Kills earn cash for upgrades or crucial revivals, as death means your save data perishes too. With local co-op, dynamic difficulty, and multiple routes leading to epic boss fights, every playthrough promises a blood-pumping challenge. This game is a heart-racing fusion of classic arcade action and modern survival horror, where every street corner offers a new test of your zombie-slaying skills. So make every quarter count. Jay and Silent Bob Mob Brawl 2020. Oh, what do we have here? Jay and Silent Bob Mob Brawl, a full-fledged 8-bit beat-em-up that pays homage to the View ASCII universe. Developed for fans of the iconic duo, the game offers a retro gaming experience filled with big levels, bosses, and a blend of contemporary gameplay mechanics. After a nameless incident at the mall, Jay and Silent Bob find themselves on the run from the chief rent-a-cop and his officers. Players must guide the duo through the mall's dangers, battling mall rats, delinquents, and security guards to reach the safety of the quick stop. In this game, players can tackle the game solo, swapping between Jay and Silent Bob strategically, or team up with a friend for a 2-player couch co-op. The game features unorthodox weapon tactics, a rogues gallery of enemies, and unique bosses like one with a pretzel for a head. The action is underscored by a crisp original chiptune soundtrack. All in all, this game delivers an authentic 8-bit beat-em-up experience, combining irreverent humor with engaging co-op action. Young Souls 2021. Our next dynamic RPG beat-em-up is Young Souls, that follows orphans Jen and Tristan on a quest to find their guardian, who vanished under mysterious circumstances. Their search leads them to a moon gate. As they travel these contrasting worlds, they uncover unexpected story paths and secrets that shape their characters and fate. Developed with a focus on deep storytelling and rich visuals, the game blends side-scrolling action with RPG elements. In the game, players can customize Jen and Tristan's gear with hundreds of weapons, armor sets, and accessories. The game features over 20 bosses and hordes of enemies across various dungeons. Combat is punishing yet rewarding, with loot chests to compensate for the battlefield's hardships. Players can also improve their stats at Happy Fit Gym and style their characters with items from Solid Sneakers and Team Spirit Shop. Lastly, it deserves much appreciation for artfully crafting a world of danger and discovery. So buckle up to ready to fight, loot, and leap between worlds. Lost Castle 2016. We've made it to the last but not the least. To finish off with a kicker, we have Lost Castle, a super cute yet super hard action RPG with roguelike elements developed with a mix of retro action and modern twists. The game features hand-drawn characters and environments, embracing a nostalgic aesthetic while offering fresh gameplay experiences. So what is this game about? Once the heart of a happy land, Castle Harwood now stands corrupted by wicked magics and overrun by demons. As the darkness spreads, adventurers are drawn to the promise of riches and the chance to do good within the Lost Castle's treacherous walls. Players can dive into the game solo or join up to 3 friends in online or local co-op mode, facing daily challenges and battling through randomly generated dungeons, enemies, and bosses. With over 190 weapons, 60 plus armor sets, and 100 plus items and potions, each playthrough offers a unique challenge. Players can also sacrifice fallen heroes to gain new abilities, ensuring that every attempt to reclaim Castle Harwood is as thrilling as the last. Marvelous verdict. And there you have it, folks, our epic exploration of the top 30 beat-em-up games that has come to a close. We have revisited classics like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge, Streets of Rage 4 and Final Vendetta, alongside newer titles like Sefue and Pizza Kid. These games offer heart-pounding action, unforgettable characters, and a ton of fun for gamers of all tastes. Which beat-em-up game stands out as your personal favorite? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more exciting content from Marvelous Gamers, give it a thumbs up, share it with your gaming pals, and stay tuned for future gaming adventures. Until next time, keep those fists flying, and may your high scores be legendary. See you in our next video.